Yo, what's going on, everyone? Shake and Bake back as always. We got my team gameplay in the background. We're playing against Peyton, Iguodala, Bird, LeBron, Howard, and Craig Hodges as well. But we've got our lineup at Peyton, Dell, Bird at the small forward position, Zoe Alonzo Mourning at the power forward, and then we got the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, finally in the lineup at the center position, and we're going to get him a bucket here nice and early. We like to get him the ball very early in this game, and I tried to, like, establish my dominance with him early in this game, and it worked. I mean, right here again, I'm waiting for him to roll, kind of waiting for him to move, get open a little bit more, and he gets open, and right there, just gets it in. One thing I really like before I start talking about something and kind of stray away from the gameplay from a little bit is that Larry Bird is such a great passer that it works out perfect because I can back down with him, and then if someone tries to bring a double team or they're not playing right up close to me, I can just pass it off to either Wilt or Alonzo right in the paint for an easy dunk, and I just really like that. I think Larry Bird's a 90 passer. I don't know. It's really high, though, and that really adds a huge dimension to his game, and you see right there, Alonzo Mourning had a nice offensive rebound on the miss, and he got 5 offensive rebounds, and that was it for the game. That's all he had for rebounds, so he was doing work. Again, you see it right here. He gets the board, and I'm backing down, and I just saw Wilt, so I was like, all right, we'll just hand it off to him and let him finish. But not what I want to talk about. This is good gameplay, though, and I hope you guys do enjoy that. I want to talk about All-Star Weekend. Last night was good. The celeb game was, It left me kind of disappointed. I mean, we've seen better celeb games in the past. If you don't watch a celeb game, you're probably like, whatever, I don't give a shit about that. But I like the celeb game. I don't know, it's usually pretty funny and entertaining. We saw Usain Bolt. He got a nice dunk and a nice, like, 6-step travel, and then he was like, oh, no, it was 2 steps, so that was kind of cool, but, it left me, it didn't do much for me. And then, after that was the BBVA All-Star Rising Stars Challenge. I don't know why I said All-Star in there, but that was pretty good as well. I thought Team Shaq was going to dominate last night, and that was not the case at all. The Manimal just took over. Kawhi Leonard was dominant. He had that nice alley-oop right to start the game, and the Rising All-Stars Challenge is kind of disappointing because it's a fun game to watch, but the last, like, 4 minutes of the game are just a joke. I mean, last night, I don't know, with 5 minutes left, you saw Kyrie go to work on Brandon Knight, and he was breaking his ankles, he was making him fall down and just absolutely embarrassing him, but then Brandon Knight got one on the way back, but still, Kyrie put on a show at the end, but it was well over, and the last, like, 3 minutes of the game was a dunk-off, and that's just kind of sad to me, because I like watching that game, and they ruined it. I feel like it's just a joke for the last, like, 5 minutes of the game, and I actually like watching that game, so that was kind of disappointing, but it was nice to see the Manimal just absolutely dominating. He was taking it very seriously, except for, well, even in the end, I mean, he had a little dunk-off, and he was just literally just doing nice little windmill dunks, and I'm excited to see what he's got to bring tonight to the All-Star Slam Dunk Competition. That is going to be sweet, and there are so many good dunkers tonight in this game. I mean, not game, competition. We got James White, or Flight White, as people like to call him, Gerald Green, I mean, Terrence Ross, the Manimal. There are so many good dunkers in tonight's Slam Dunk. And, of course, we got Jeremy Evans, who last year won it, but I didn't think it was that great. Last year was probably one of the worst Slam Dunk competitions I've ever had to watch. I mean, just miserable. So I'm really hoping for something good tonight out of that. And then the three-point contest is good as well. We got Steve Novak, who I'm hoping he does really bad and maybe somehow 2K, like, affects his ratings in this game, so he's not, like, a good three-point shooter anymore, but that's not going to happen. I'm sure he'll do really well. He's a really awesome knockdown shooter, so, yeah, I'm expecting a good performance out of him. I'm just expecting Steph Curry to knock it down. We saw a lot of footage of him practicing, and that was kind of cool because he's taking it really seriously, and I really like Steph Curry as a player, and, whew, look at that slam right before halftime, and, I expect Steph Curry to win the three-point shootout. I'm rooting for him. I think he's going to take it home. And for the dunk competition, I'm not really sure because there's so many good dunkers. I'm just going to go in and just enjoy it. I hope we get a good show. That's all I'm hoping for, and I'm really excited for that. And then, of course, can't forget about tomorrow. That is a huge day. The actual All-Star game is going to happen, and I'm really excited for that. The All-Star Game is one of my favorite games of the year. Last year, you got to see LeBron dominating at the end, trying to bring the East back, but they couldn't do it. And that was just an absolute thrill. LeBron is playing out of his mind recently, and Dell is wide open. Why are you leaving him open, fool? Knocked down. But LeBron is playing out of his mind right now, so I want to see him absolutely dominate this game coming up, and I want to see the East win, even though I don't think they should, because besides LeBron, their team looks kind of weak. I mean, the West just seems better to me. It's got so many good players, and I just don't see how the East could win unless LeBron takes over, which, hey, that could happen. That very well could happen, and I would enjoy to see that happening. I mean, I like watching LeBron play. He is so entertaining at such an athletic size. It's just crazy to watch him play. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm going to say the West wins that probably. Throw a couple predictions in there, but I think LeBron is going to take over, and he's going to try and win his East the game. But I think he might just come up short, but I would not be shocked at all if he just takes over, goes for 50 or something, and just says, give me the ball on a constant basis, and alley-oops left, right, front, center, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, we're in the fourth quarter now. Those are my predictions. I want the West to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was an absolute close game and the East pull it out somehow. But back to the gameplay. As you see, we've been really dominating with Wilt. We did a nice little pick and roll right there, and he gets a nice 3 right here. But you know what? When you do that to me, I'm like, all right, you know what? 3 for 3, eye for an eye. Let's go. I'm setting up the pick. Come on. And yeah, he's not bringing another defender. That is not how you defend a pick and roll with just one guy. Yeah, that doesn't work. He might have been playing a zone or something, which I would assume, because the other defender didn't step up, or maybe some type of hedge defense I don't know about. But as you saw right there, I got inside, and it was still a kind of close game at that point. He gets another bucket right there, and it's a 4-point game. But I just get it inside the Dell, and he's going to have to foul me eventually. He realizes that. I mean, if I could just run clock and then get the ball back, he'd have to foul me again. And this led to 8 straight free throw makes from Dell, and that just ended the game right there. But I got to say, the first couple of games using Larry and Wilt together, I really like that combo. It's kind of, I haven't really been using Ewing as much because I don't like to pay like 300 coins for bench centers, and I just don't like to do that. But I've been running with these guys, and I'm really enjoying it. I've got lots and lots of full gameplays coming up shortly, and I'm doing well in the 3rd seed, so it seems easier almost than the 4th seed, which is kind of a shock, and I only have to win 8 games again to get Magic Showtime Johnson, so I am pumped for that. Be sure to subscribe if you are not, and of course, follow me on Twitter. I'll be tweeting all night during the All-Star events. I love just chatting with you guys on Twitter and seeing what you guys think of the events and what's going on and all the funny stuff that happens. So, yeah, be sure to follow me on there. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And, yeah, if you want to see more of them, of course. And, yeah, as you see, I struggled over 5 free throws with Wilt, but I did pretty well all around. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Peace.